you on the history of the sewing machine. Imagine sitting by the warm fireplace, stitching with a needle and thread, putting on the sleeves on your blouse that you have already been working on for a week, and you still have to put on the collar and the buttons. Would people really have the patience to do this? Or would they just wear leaves? Or would they just run around in their birthday suit? Just think, where would our society be without machines? In particular, sewing machines. Today I will inform you on the history of the sewing machine and the impact it has made on our society. You may be asking yourself, why would someone come up with a sewing machine? Well, it's quite simple. Inventors like to come up with ideas to make things run more efficiently and faster. It all started with Charles Westinghouse. In 1755, a German immigrant who patented a needle, but the patent never elaborated if there was a machine to go with it. Next came Thomas Saint. In 1790, he was the first inventor to create an entire machine, but according to Graham Fordisky, his critics believe that he only came up with the idea, but never actually built it. Among these inventors and many others I have not mentioned, there's a lot of trial and error before they came up with the first successful one. Next was Bartholomew Thémier. In 1834, he was the first inventor to create a useful one, but it was mostly made of wood, and it was quite large and took up a lot of space. But it caught the French Army's attention, and they ended up giving him a contract to build a set of machines to make the uniforms. However, this frightened other tailors, and they decided to gang up and attack his factory. And they destroyed everything in sight, which caused Bartholomew to flee. And he was a very ambitious guy, so he decided to start up another factory. And it was a couple days before opening that a group of tailors ganged up and destroyed everything in sight again. But this time, he was able to salvage one sewing machine. And he decided to go to England. Next came Walter Hunt. In 1834, he was the first successful machine to sew a straight stitch. He never patented it because he believed it would cause an enormous amount of job loss. So he never patented it. Instead, Elias Howe got the patent, and it wasn't until the 1850s that the sewing machine was created in abundance. The main contributor to this was Isaac Singer, because he created the first electrically powered sewing machine. It no longer needed to be cranked, and it was instead powered by a foot pedal. It also had an overhanging arm, which was one of the first sewing machines to have. And it also had 2 spools of thread and a needle. As I have stated before, Hunt never patented his machine. So when a court case was filed against Isaac Singer, he, however, would have won the case, but he lost, and Isaac Singer had to pay Elias Howe a set amount of money annually, but thankfully they both ended their lives as wealthy people. To give you a visual of how much sewing machines have progressed over the years, I have a few examples. This is a picture of the first sewing machine. Next, this is the first electrically powered sewing machine. And down here we have today's computerized sewing machines that can do a variety of things, such as embroidering, sewing, serging, quilting, and has many decorative stitches to choose from. Now that I've told you how it has come about, now I will tell you how it has impacted our society. According to the article Impact on America, it played an enormous role in women's lives and the textile industry. It helped women get out of the house and get jobs, since back then they had little to no rights. It not only benefited the textile industry, but also the clothing manufacturing companies, because they could produce clothes more efficiently and faster. This also helped the public readily accept the new machine, especially when it was powered by electricity. It also benefited the metal industry and shipping companies, because they would have to ship the sewing machines either internationally or among the states. And it also benefited the repairmen, because they had to also fix the sewing machines when they broke down. Back then, sewing machines were used to make seats for a car, towels, some toys, and books. Advertising played a huge role in the sewing machine when it was out for the public, and it was put everywhere, such as in newspapers, flyers, and brochures. To give you an example of what they look like, this is a picture of a 19th century advertisement. In today's world, there is still a variety of things that sewing machines make that we have not yet realized, such as blood pressure cuffs in the medical field, military uniforms, parachutes, and other household necessities. Also, in today's world, some sewing machines don't even need an operator, which has caused a lot of job loss. But, however, it still plays an important role. Today I have informed you on the history of the sewing machine and how it has impacted our society. Just think, life would be a whole lot harder if we did not have them. And also, a lot more people would be running around in their birthdays.